that was the most shocking part of it. Like, who? What?
First of all, those are incredible shoes to fill.
I love the fact that they picked somebody that most people have never heard of.
Right. Neil is such a drumming icon. I mean, he set the standard in the stratosphere. Alex and Geddy can bring in anybody they want.
Yeah, they'll come running.
Anybody, right? Like we were saying, hey, I'm sure they have a list of people, or people just, Geddy might even have people on their phone, people ringing his phone all the time. Hey, if you guys ever want to play, I'm available, And insert drummer's name, right?
Yeah.
But to have a gal and to have somebody kind of like you said, kind of obscure to kind of fill that role just makes it really cool and just gives it like that freshness that's going to be exciting to watch. It adds another level of excitement.
And having it that way, especially in the female part too, is it feels even less like they're trying to replace Neil.
Correct.
Just mentally, it feels less like we're trying to replace him. It's more like you can't replace him. We're coming completely from a different direction now.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about Rush is that they are just a class act. So you heard the news yesterday. Well, we're recording this the day after they made the announcement that they're going to tour again. And they never said they weren't going to do this.
No.
Today in some of my research, I found an interview that Alex had done maybe a couple years after the last shows, where he said Rush is for all intents and purposes over, but they never really made it official. Like Motley Crue, where they go, we signed documents with our blood. It's never going to happen. There's no way we're going to go to jail if we do. It was nothing like that. It was. But so then yesterday, I'm just scrolling through Facebook or something, and then there's this video of the two of them doing a concert ending in the studio.
It was fantastic.
It was so cool, man.
And they're so chill. You're like, what's this? This is kind of new. Oh, they're hanging out, whatever. And then they make the announcement. We're back.
Yeah, they like they're just talking to each other. They are such a class act. Just the way they handle things is so great.
Yeah, I mean, they've paid. Obviously, I mean, they even talk about how, not having Neil is kind of a big deal. And so how to handle that delicately, how for them to really kind of come to terms with the loss of not only their bandmate, but their friend, I mean, somebody you've worked with and created this catalog of music that's incredible for decades.
Right.
Here it is 50 years later, they're like, okay, we want to do this right. But they've been kind of hanging out. I mean, I can't remember the documentary that, Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson have been friends since they're
high
just
school. Like buddies.
They're buddies.
They do everything together.
I mean, how cool is it to have a career with like your best friend for 50 years? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, here it is. They're just hanging out. They're still friends. And, we hear of all these bandmates that they can't even be in the same room without lawyers and stuff like that. Like, that's ridiculous.
Speaking of Motley Crue.
Right. Speaking of Motley Crue, right? But I think it's really cool. So they're hanging out and they're like, okay, they did that Taylor Hawkins thing. I think he mentions that. And they're like, oh, this is kind of nice. And that kind of was like the catalyst of like, hey, we can do this. It feels right, and then they've been hanging out apparently, and now they make this announcement. So the big question was,
how do you fill the shoes of Neil Peart? I mean, that is the question. I mean, the second they start talking, because you're watching that video and there's this part of you that's like, I know where this is about. I can tell where this is going. Right. And you're thinking to yourself, what about Neil?
Yeah. Who's going to play the Neil part? Right? Okay, you can say you're going out, but we've seen Dio hologram. We've seen, the Kiss stuff, that they're going to have avatars. Like, is it going to be a Neil? Like, that's where my mind was like, how are they going to pull this off? Well, then they, announce who it is.
Yeah, and it just was, that was the most shocking part of it. Like, who? What?
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, and so immediately probably
her name's probably
a million
been
people
Googled.
are searching for her. So I did, as soon as the video's over, I'm immediately searching for her, and you go, whoa, she's like killer.
Yeah. I mean, she
Just
played with Jeff
tight
Beck.
player. Oh my gosh, yeah.
And so, tight player is an understatement. I mean, first of all, those are incredible shoes to fill. And I've heard like the guy from Tool that was kind of trying to get to do that, and some other people maybe lobbying like, hey, if you guys want to play, I'll be drums. I'll be drums, you know?
Look, I love the fact that they picked somebody that most people have never heard of, and female. There's something about that. There's something about that combination. It's a little bit like, okay, let me explain why my logic behind this, or my thinking is. One of the things that made Star Wars, the original, great is that we didn't know who any of these actors were.
Right.
They were all pretty much new people.
Of course. Harrison Ford, maybe not.
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
Right.
But I mean, but that was really where most people heard of him.
Right.
When they started doing the later Star Wars, they started bringing in superstars into it, famous people. I lost interest in it. It was like, I know who this is Star Wars. And so there was something about Rush. Don't bring in some hotshot that everybody knows. Bring in somebody a little bit like that Star Wars feeling. Bring in somebody that is awesome, that we don't know who it is, because that's better. Yeah, we don't want to put Tool's drummer in there. We don't want to put somebody that we already know, we already have associated with somebody else. We want this a little bit of a blank slate.
You did that. You recently did that video about the article with John Bonham's passing. And it was a list of people, Ginger Baker, the guy from some other, there was a list there, which, okay, some of them, hey, that would be kind of cool. That could make sense, This is even much more delicate because you're talking about somebody, Neil is such a drumming icon. I mean, he set the standard in the stratosphere, that where... Those are huge shoes to fill.
He set the standard for the standards in some ways.
Right.
I mean,
right? I mean, you got, Buddy Rich, crew over here that from the old school. Then you got Neil as like this just like progressive rock. I mean, literally God out there, right?
Yeah.
For drummers. Nobody comes close. Kind of like Eddie on guitar. There's, it's different. Nobody else is out there like that, or will be, or have that impact. And so to have a gal that, first of all, she's got plenty of chops to keep up. And second of all, bringing in like a nobody. And I'm not saying you're a nobody. I'm saying
an unknown entity for most people.
Yeah, kind of. Hey, obviously, Alex and Geddy can bring in anybody they want.
Yeah, they'll come running.
Anybody, right? Like we were saying, hey, I'm sure they have a list of people, or people just Geddy might even have people on their phone, people ringing his phone all the time. Hey, if you guys ever want to play,
I'm here.
I'm available, and insert drummer's name, right?
Yep.
But to have a gal and to have somebody kind of like you said, kind of obscure to kind of fill that role just makes it really cool and just gives it like that freshness that's going to be exciting to watch. It adds another level of excitement.
And having it that way, especially in the female part too, is it feels even less like they're trying to replace Neil.
Correct.
Just mentally, it feels less like we're trying to replace him. It's more like you can't replace him. We're coming completely from a different direction now.
Yeah.
And
when I did the Googling, I saw Rick Beato did like, hey, I've interviewed this girl in the past because I seen her with Jeff Beck in Atlanta, and he had like a video of her playing, and I was like, holy crap, like chops to spare. I'm like, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Done. I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
And then on top of it, where they started saying, and maybe even bringing in a keyboard player. I mean, I love the more they started talking about this, the more I'm on board with it because Because when you hear both of those things, it's not like they're trying to recreate Rush. This turns into we need to connect with the fans.
Yeah.
We want to bring the live music still while we still can, while we're still alive, while we're still here.
Exactly.
But we're not going to try to recreate the band. This is going to be more like
a tribute
to this
music
massive legacy
catalog
that got created.
Yeah, we made this giant catalog. We're getting up there in age. Already 1 out of 3, 30%, 33.3% of our band is no longer with us, right? Rest in peace. But we're going to do this right in a professional way. And it's not just, it's not like Foreigner or Quiet Riot that they don't even have an original member.
Hey, we want to hear from you. And what I mean by that is we really, really want to hear from you. Down in the first comment below and in the show notes, there is a link where you can literally go sign up for 15 minutes to actually give me a call. And what I want to hear from you is, number one, I want to hear the 3 videos that we have made that you liked the most. Number 2, I want to hear the topics that you want us to do or that you enjoy the most. We'll have a quick meeting, go through those, and then anything else you want to chat about. We got 15 minutes. There's a link down below. So sign up for one of those slots, and we're looking forward to talking to you.
They're going to do it in a great, like you said, a classy way to do this. And I think that's really cool. So good to them. I think they got 7 dates on the calendar.
Yeah,
huge
I pulled
news.
It up here. I mean,
it's fantastic.
It's such a 50-something. By the way, did you see them on R40?
I have never seen Rush.
Oh, no
it's
kidding.
One of my. I mean, after Neil kind of passed, I was like, oh man, that would have been amazing. I've seen a lot of the videos and stuff, but nothing like seeing him live. And so that's kind of
I've seen him quite a few times. I put out a video earlier today. There was kind of an interview with Neil just because of this has been on my mind. And I took my son to see R40. And again, it was funny because when you see that show, the way they did it, they kind of worked backwards. When you saw that show, those of you that saw it know what I'm talking about. They were constantly had these people coming out and rearranging the stage through the concert like they were going back in time. And then
like with their most recent songs going back,
and then they're working, and then they get back to Working Man. I think they ended with Working Man, and by the time they got to the end of the show, the whole stage was stripped down to the bare minimum,
like they were in the early days.
Exactly, that was kind of the idea.
That's really cool,
and it was so cool. And then there was this little part of you that's like, "Is that it?" I mean, you really were thinking that like this could actually just be the end right here. I'm sitting here watching the end of this concert. I've seen Rush, I don't know, a handful of times. And then I'm there with my son. Like, I was so glad he got to see and experience it. And then then they did it, and then Neil passes away, and you go, okay, that was it. That was it. Whoa. Yeah, and then now you go, them coming back, that little video, you're like, okay, this actually all makes sense now.
And you look at a band, like Led Zeppelin, after John passes and after watching, becoming Led Zeppelin. I mean, such a tight unit. You think of something like this, they could have just been like Led Zeppelin, just been like, we're done. We're good. But like Alex says in the video, it's like, we have this wonderful catalog. I love to play the songs that we wrote. Have fun doing it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
So, and do it in, like you're saying, and they're going to present it in a different way. If there's any band that can do that, I mean, crap, if they have a whole orchestra.
I was going to say, I would love it if they'd add a half a dozen more people doing things. It'd be great.
It might be, they could do any production they want.
Yeah.
It's Rush. Guess what? All of us, I need to go, but all of us, and, there's no bigger base of fans that are dedicated.
That are just totally dedicated.
Like we talked about, I Love You Man, that movie when they're just talking about Rush and stuff, and it's awesome. I think that's great that they're going to do this.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So
great
Rush
news.
50-something.
We're excited.
Yeah, definitely. And if it's anywhere near us, or maybe even if it's not, it'd be worth going out of your way to go participate in this. It's pretty cool. So,
well, 7 shows. They better be. Whenever tickets go on sale, those things
they'll be gone instantly.
And you know what? I'm going to just put this out there. You can take this to Vegas. I bet if it's as big and as awesome as we're kind of thinking it's going to be, they might be like, you know what? We can take this.
Yeah, if they really do like playing the songs,
we can add a couple. Let's see how it goes, dates. How it's received. I mean, they didn't say, "Oh, here's 50 dates."
But they don't need to go on tour. You know, they really could have something where they.
I could see
every once in a while they show up in a city.
I could see him playing in Vegas at the Sphere with all like this.
Oh my gosh, yes,
that would be incredible. I would be so
down. Yeah, they could
down.
stay there for a couple months.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, people be flying in from all over the country.
All the world.
From all over the world.
To go to Vegas and see Rush in this new form.
Which by the way, the Sphere is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. For those of you who have not seen the Sphere, it is, first of all, bigger than you can ever imagine. Because you're driving by and you see it at night and you're like, oh my gosh, that thing's cool.
What the heck is this?
But when you're up close, it's way bigger than you can imagine. And just look it up and see, like, there's a couple documentaries. Have you seen
a concert inside there?
No.
I've not seen a concert, but I have seen, they have this thing called Postcard. Have you seen anything in there?
No, I've just seen clips and things. I follow them. I follow the Sphere on Instagram, and it just blows my mind.
You just need to go see anything. So they have a
video. I've been thinking about going. They have Wizard of Oz playing.
I want to go. I actually want to go see it. You know, for those of us that love this classic media, I think most of us remember these things: audio and videotapes. And I recently realized that a lot of the viewers of this channel don't realize that behind this channel, there's a company called the Audio Mover Digitizing Studio. And for 25 years, we've been digitizing old media like this for individuals and organizations across the United States and Canada. So if you have any old audio or videotapes you need preserved, we can help. And for anybody watching this video today, we're offering a 15% discount on any Audio Mover digitizing service. Just use the discount code on the screen. So visit audiomover.com today to learn more and get an order started. But
Audio Mover,
they have this thing called Postcard from Earth, which is so, dude, it is so magnificent. It's so cool. I mean, this thing, so it's like,
it surrounds you. I've seen on there is
so
just
amazing.
Over the top, so cool. I mean, there's been a couple artists already playing. I think the Eagles played there.
Yeah,
U2 opened it. And just some of the visuals I've seen out of that place. All right, my vote is Rush at the Sphere. I want that to happen.
For 2026 and 2027.
Doesn't even matter.
The whole year.
You can just play all year long. And you know what? The Sphere will make money out of that. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Rush fans will be there.
Anyway, we just wanted to talk about that today since it just happened and we had not talked about it.
I want to know what you guys all think. Not necessarily about the Sphere and being there, but the 7 dates, the girl drummer. Do we get her name?
Oh.
I don't think I mentioned her name because I just read it once. I thought it was Nikki something, but I could be wrong.
Let's see here.
We want to give her a shout out because what a great gig to get. I mean, if you...
okay. Oh, no, that's not right. Jeff Beck's drummer. Oh, yeah. Okay. German drummer, composer, and producer Anika Nilles.
Okay, that might sound right.
That's how it's Nilles. I don't remember how they said it. Who has performed as Jeff Beck's drummer for over 60 shows and has released 4 solo albums.
That's cool. You guys can look her up.
Anyway, I'm just going to pull her up on the screen while we're talking about it. Her Instagram page.
Well, I want to know what you guys think because I mean, there's people out there that'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this is sacrilegious," right? They're going to be like, "You can't do this to Neil and his legacy." I even think the fact that they're presenting it is really cool because they're very concerned about their legacy.
Yeah.
Unlike what I talked about Motley Crue the other time, just saying they don't care. I'm not going to get on that soapbox. Rush.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job.
Yep. Leave your comments down below, follow the channel, like the video, and have yourself a fantastic day.